Oh, it's taking much longer this morning to get connected. There we go. All right. So how we doing on this Wednesday, midweek? Now we got a little rain here yesterday, a little bit this morning. I think there might be some this afternoon. Then we're going to have a break for a day or two, and then maybe some more coming in. And it is spring, so of course, spring, regardless of the weather's going to do what the weather's going to do, regardless of what season it actually is in. Hey, hope you're doing well. My name is David. I want to work for those that are 50 and older to work on your own health and wellness freedom. Do that through personal growth by working on your body, mind, and spirit. And you can do that even if you had little to no success before, because this time, figure out what's going to fit into your life. What do you want to do? And that way there, you're going to get the transformational results you want. So we talk about that. We work on everything as a whole. We're talking about things with the body, we're talking about mind and the spirit, because they all intertwine together and they all relate. So today we're going to work on a little bit of the mind. And how I break down the mind is basically logical thinking, if you will, creative thinking, and then subconscious. So they were actually, we can talk about creativity side, more particularly imagination. And imagination and your health. So how can we use, a lot of times we think imagination, we're strictly thinking for kids or little kids, you want to play around. Now we can use our imagination in incredible ways as adults. So I'm just going to touch on a few of them here. One of the ways you can do it is to calm down. You can use it for quote unquote stress management. You can get things worked up. And usually when things are getting worked up, because they're also getting worked up in here, but you can take a moment, close your eyes or open your eyes and just calm yourself down, get a chance to unwind, relax, kind of chill out for a bit. Go to your special place. Is that at the beach? Is that on the jungle? Is it overlooking the mountains? Whatever it is, you can take a few moments and visualize yourself there. Immerse yourself completely in an environment. Use all of your senses, which we'll talk about more in a little bit. And it's almost like, it's basically like your mind thinks you're there and you can actually calm yourself down, or whatever other techniques that work along the same lines. What can you imagine to get yourself to relax, calm, and chill out? If it's, I remember the, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. I'll do that another time. Another way imagination can help you out is by improving your memory or help you improve your recall. And I got some trainings on this in my Facebook group, which is a link is in the description. There's different ways to visualize and picture. We have one in there is a sun list, and there's also a way to connect different stories together, but you're using your imagination, you're using visualizing the head and how they connect these things together. The crazier and goofier it is, the more likely you're going to remember, but you can use your imagination to improve your memory. You can also use this to improve skill. What is known about for quite a while is that when you imagine it, your mind doesn't know what's real and what's pretend. So this is where you've heard probably of athletes, musicians, you can practice exercises in your mind and actually getting better. You can actually practice playing the piano, playing the guitar, playing a skill like that, whether it is musical, drawing, you can practice it in your mind and you will actually get better in reality. Because again, your mind doesn't know the difference. And I've actually seen some people doing exercises. They've done exercises only in their mind, and they have had some improvement out in reality. So I want to do a skill, want to improve something, make sure you know what you're doing, and you can imagine it over and over again, doing it perfectly in your mind. Now, so we are talking about creativity. This does improve your creativity because you can let your imagination kind of run wild. What are the craziest things you can think of? And it helps with problem solving and be creative in general. Oh, let me take a little drink here. I use your imagination, not putting the limiters on there. It can go in a variety of directions, and you might think of solutions that might not be the obvious one. And that's where sometimes it just simply comes from thinking outside the box. We all know that term, but it comes from using your imagination. What creativity can you go? Now, all these come around from basically, you want to say, using visualization. This is something that Carl Harvey talks about in a lot of his programs to go through with manifestation. Martha Krejci talks about it in Big Think, which I'm going through again right now. And when you visualize something, you want to use all of your senses. You want to surround yourself, completely immerse yourself in that environment, whether it is working on a skill, doing stress management. You want to completely immerse yourself in the environment. And more specific you get, the more details you can get, the more real it comes and the more likely it can happen. And what is, you start thinking about that all the time. So if it's improving a skill, there to, go through it, or you can do it split second. You can play around and figure out what's going to work for you. But regardless, it's the idea is to immerse yourself into that environment. Because again, your brain doesn't know the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. So you start to do that. What's in your imagination? You start to think it's real, and what this is in a good way, because what you're looking to do, you're going to start finding ways to support yourself, ways to start pulling you into that direction. So if you're thinking yourself, you visualize yourself, you got the type of body you want. You can feel yourself sleek, you fit into the outfit you want. Maybe since we're at the end of March here, so summer, you got a bikini you want to sit there look in, you can, or the bathing suit, you can visualize yourself looking that. You can visualize yourself on the beach. You know what it feels like. You know how the confidence you feel. You know how your partner looks at you. You know how you might get looks from strangers. You know how good you feel inside. You start visualizing that over and over again. In your mind, your subconscious is going to start guiding you. It's like, okay, no, it's time to exercise today. You're going to go exercise. Chocolate cupcake. It's going to start guiding you around the path. So it's using your imagination to improve your health in all aspects. You can go through meditation. And sometimes, from my own experience, sometimes what you think is imagined might actually be real. But anyways, realize using your imagination can improve your health in a variety of ways, but do that with visualization by completely immersing yourself into that environment. Let me know your thoughts on that. Where have you gone through and used your imagination to help you in a certain situation? And again, also, if you want some ways to use visualization to help you recall, link is in the description of the Facebook group. All right, have yourself a great rest of the week. I will catch you on Friday, so take care and balancing to you.